Hi, Grizzlies. Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and I'm just here to give you a quick update in the Dylan Rounds case. It's nothing too major, but it is interesting nonetheless, especially if we look at the maps, and you guys know I love map time. This is very random, so some people might not get the notification. I hope you do, though. I hope you do get the notification. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up and sharing this video to Twitter or anywhere, it would help just boost it a little bit into the algorithm and let other Grizzlies know that we are live right now. I'm not going to be long at all. Already disclaimer, don't mind the adverts on this friggin' page. It's from Fox 3 now, but ad blockers and all, there's still ads showing. So they're advertising some lovely swimsuits here. Okay, so this is what they say. I'll put myself here. All right, so thank you for being here again. This is what they say. New update in case of missing teen farmer Dylan Round. So yesterday we looked at the official Facebook page. Remember this one? And we read through this together. If you missed that, please check out yesterday's missing person episode. So there's just a little bit more from this that I see in this sentence right here. Okay, so thank you to the person who sent this to me. I believe, was it Leah? I believe so. Just hold on one second, please. I just want to see quickly. T. Evans. Thank you to T. Evans for sending me this. It's really great when you guys send me the news. It's like kind of hot off the press where we're like, wait, what? So they say new update in case of missing teen farmer Dylan Rounds from Fox 3 Now. A major update has been revealed in the case of a missing farmer Dylan Rounds who mysteriously disappeared after a weird run-in with a man on a dirt road. Now, man, we're going to discuss it a little bit after. I don't want to be long here. Of course, I've got another live stream coming up later on my second channel. If you want to find me there, it's Grizzly Antidote. All links on grizzlytruecrime.com. Okay, but listen to this now. They go, we'll discuss the boots thing in a moment. The 19-year-old Dylan Rounds' family had their final phone conversation with him on May 28th, the day before he mysteriously disappeared without a trace. If you missed the whole case, the timeline, everything, there is a playlist for it, and I literally went through it with you with the presentation, map time, and drone footage, exclusive drone footage from Chris from the Mob Crew. So thank you to Chris for that. So look at this. They say this. Watch. This is the update. This is where I'm like, wait, what? This is new. It has been confirmed that the FBI has examining a number of houses in the Park Valley area of Utah where they have offered a reward of $20,000 for information leading to an arrest. Of course, now we know the reward is $100,000 now, okay? So that's been updated. And they say Jazz Gerlson, a friend of the family, said on a Facebook page to the investigation that a number of unidentified things had been taken into custody by the authorities as they searched the area for evidence. She did, however, dispel rumors that an official murder scene had been uncovered, pointing out that the site may have been roped off to accommodate a nearby Burning Man festival at Stargazer Ranch. Okay. After to the Grizzlies who are at work. I'm at work, but I came in a hurry. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're listening to me nicely here in your Bluetooth earpiece there, your earphones. Okay. So the rest, from what I read here, we know. The rest we've already covered. But I'll just read this one little paragraph so you can see. According to the Chief Deputy of Box Elder County Sheriff's Office, Kate Palmer, if anyone's connected with Dylan's disappearance, they need to know we're not going to go away. We are going to continue to knock on doors, no matter how long this takes, whether it's months or years. Well, I hope it doesn't take months or years, right? Wow, that sounds quite hectic. At the beginning of this month, the boots belonging to Rounds were discovered by the police near the city of Lucin, yards away from his grain truck and facing the other direction of his RV campground. Candace Cooley, his mother, found it strange that his boots had a spot of blood on them. Although the dad, Justin, said that it could have been hydraulic fluid because hydraulic fluid can also look reddish like that. Okay, so according to what she said to Fox 3, at that point, it should have been treated as foul play. You simply don't see someone's missing boots in the desert. Interesting that those boots were found like that. So what I want to show you is in a moment, I'm going to show you some map time. We'll do that. Love the wagging finger. Okay, what I want to say is the boots thing is so interesting to me because remember when Chase Venstra came basically tumbling out of the friggin' desert and stopped Dylan while he was driving by in his pickup truck? And Dylan described him as being bloodied and scratched, and he had no shoes on. Don't you find it weird that that man had no shoes on, and then Dylan's boots were found behind this mound? I'm not trying to rhyme, I promise. The boots were found behind this mound, like near the grain truck. It's like, so now that would mean that Dylan would speculatively be barefoot, and then there's this other barefoot man. But where are his shoes? Where are his shoes? It's just one of those things. This case is absolutely mind-boggling. There's so many really strange twists and turns. Chase Venstra was initially ruled out. However, as much as I'm looking at Kurt and Troy Wadsworth, possibly speculatively as persons of interest, just based on the things they did, especially Kurt, making up stories about a hostage situation, a kidnap type situation, changing the timeline here and there, and all this kind of stuff. That's a huge, huge red flag. But this Chase dude is still a red flag to me, and they could all be connected. It doesn't have to be that it's like one or the other. It could all be a web of I don't know what. You know? Yes, we are live, everyone. Yes. Okay. So what I want to show you now is, of course, the map, because that's what's interesting to look at, because I was like, wait, they say in the Park Valley area, as we just read, which wasn't mentioned on that Facebook post that we saw yesterday, but on this Fox 3 one, it's been confirmed that by his family that the FBI has begun examining a number of houses in the Park Valley area of Utah. So let's look where that is. And what I'm going to do here is I'll put this on. Okay, we'll zoom in a moment. But I wonder how we do this. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, very nice, StreamYard. Good job. Good job, Nightbot. Good job, StreamYard. Okay, the reason I look at this is because Chase Venstra, had this whole barefoot desert thing that he did. Where's his shoes? What's he doing? Why is he bloodied up and scratched? Why? And then that was on Wednesday. And then Dylan was seen on Thursday at the Saddle Sore Bar, and then Kurt made up that he was seen on the Friday, and then Dylan spoke to his grandmother on the Saturday, the 28th of May, at his farm, and his phone pinged at the farm, so they could confirm he was there on the Saturday, right? But then on that Saturday, no one heard from him or saw him since. And the thing is, Chase Venstra was seen at a Little Caesars pizza place in Ogden, Utah. So that's why I put Ogden there on the map. If you look, I put Ogden here, and my, it's on the way. You know what I mean? So he was at Montello, okay, asking around for Dylan. Remember that. Chase Venstra was apparently back there asking for Dylan over the weekend. So if he was around here, and Lucen is over here, which is where Dylan was last heard from. The cell phone pinged in this Lucen area at his farm. Of course, we've done a detailed map time of that if you want to see that. On the 28th. It's interesting that Chase was seen in Ogden later that day, and I mean 10 p.m. So if he spoke to his grandmother at 6:51 a.m., Dylan, and at 10 p.m., Chase is seen in Ogden, Utah, it's not impossible. Look at that. It's a 3-hour drive. 3 hours from Montello all the way to Ogden. It's not far. He could have easily still been involved. And we looked at him before. He's a very, very, very sketchy dude with a criminal record. I wouldn't say cleared as. I don't think the police or law enforcement have cleared him completely, like taken him out of the picture. I don't think he's out the picture, Okay, so the thing is, if we look at Montello, we looked at Chris from the Mob Crew's footage, which was drone footage and on-the-ground footage. So that was amazing to see Montello, to see the Saddle Sore Bar and everything like that. Do you guys remember it? You saw it, right? And then Lucen is where Dylan's farm was. And then this Park Valley area is where they're now looking. That's what the Fox News article says. That's this major update, is that they're looking over here. Let's go zoom in and see what the area is like, shall we? Come on, Google, man, you can do it. I mean, what's going on here? Look at that. There's a United States Postal Service office, Park Valley. I mean, there's not a lot going on here, but now, man, I would challenge you guys, your background checkers and all that. I actually do have access to one now. I should use that. Yeah, I just want to see if any of the people that we think are red flags have property in this Park Valley area, because that'll be quite the dots to connect, right? So if they're saying they're going to knock on doors, the sheriff's saying they're going to knock on doors for months or years or however long it takes. What is happening here? Who lives out here? Because there's not all that many properties, Oh man, this reminded me of the Summer Wells case. It's like this very rural area here, and just like this is the thing. There's not many houses here, so they need to, yes, knock on doors. It's not like you have to knock on 10,000 doors. In the Park Valley area is where you're starting to look. That is so strange, right? Park Valley School is here. I mean, now the thing is, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so LDS Church, Medifast is here. What else have you got here? What else is here? Farming. I mean, this is farm area, which is interesting because what if it's like, I don't know, it's interesting that this is a farm area and this is where they're looking, because all of these dudes were helping Dylan out on his farm. Kurt, apparently one of Kurt's sons, and Chase, and apparently Chase's son. All these people were helping Dylan on the farm. So it's interesting that they're now looking in this farm area, right? It's also interesting how lush this is right here in the desert. And I say lush loosely, but like it's quite green, huh? Compared to, of course, Lucerne. My word, Lucerne is dry. It's really a dry area, this. Wow, right? So this is not an exact point. I'll find the exact point. So you want to know how I find the exact point? To find his farm easily, quickly on the map. So do you see this circle here? And then there's like a triangle. So to me, it looks like an ice cream cone. So I'm like, ooh, okay, airport, ice cream cone. And then we go south of it, and it's, wait. Here's the sun tunnels. And it's just north of that at this T area. So here we go. This is where the grain shed, is. And the grain truck was found in there. And there's a lot of rumors going around still that he's like in the grain truck, but his mom said he's not in the grain truck. They said he was not in the grain truck. There's nothing like that. Okay. Grizz in high speed is an experience. Yeah. I'm like, okay. It's quite an experience, huh? Yes, you guys can tell. I've had my coffee today. When you ask how do you join, do you mean membership or what are we talking about? Mods, if you can share that, I'm sure you have already. I'm sure I'm behind. I think the FBI is involved because there's 2 states. Yeah, probably that as well. Probably that. Catching up on hyperspeed. Oh, okay. People making things up is so wrong. I agree, right? I was just catching up on Chris's videos. Awesome. I wonder if that means the FBI has some information on where they should be looking. They must have. Right? So, I mean, did you know what I mean? Did someone's phone ping in that other area? So this is, this is where his grain truck was, but he lived, oh boy, this is one is going to be hard to find with all my, so I know this little pointy thing here. Wait, I wonder if I can find it now. I think it's here. I'm good, hey guys. This is where his camper was. This is where the farm was, meaning where he lived, where the pickup truck was when he didn't park it in the shed. They've taken the camper away as well. And this is where his farm was because he needed a water source, you see. And guess who helped him build this little pond? I know this is an older map, that's why it doesn't show his camper and stuff now. Guess who helped him build that little pond? Kurt. It was Kurt Wadsworth. That's what I heard from the mom, right? From Candace Cooley on all the interviews. Kurt. Okay. So he helped to put that pond area in or build it or whatever, get the water there and all that. And he helped to drain it as well when they were trying to see if maybe there was anything in it. So, yes. Kathleen's like, we are not just here for decoration, right? Huh. Have you seen any interviews with Jim Terry? I've seen every single one of them. Yes, I have. Yeah, I'm behind. Thank you for sharing the join button. Of course, thank you so much, Mod. And if you guys ever, anyone watching, even on the replay, hello replay watchers, grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com is my email address, and that's not what I wanted to put up. I wanted to put up grizzlytruecrime.com is my brand new website. So go there for all the links, okay? If you miss the live stream chat or whatever like that. Okay. Is Kurt the potential boyfriend? Well, according to what the PI is saying, or what some of the locals are saying. It's not just the PI. There's some locals that have been saying that, but I don't talk about this stuff because I can't verify it. I just find like, law enforcement didn't say it. The mom didn't say it. So family didn't say it. I'm just not sure. But yes, this is the alleged guy who's 62 years old. And wow, that rumor going around of him being in a relationship with Dylan, I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of it. That's why I don't talk about it. If I'm not sure, I'd rather be like, I don't know. Huge speculation warning then. But anyway, if you look at this, what's interesting is, so there's the ice cream cone. So we go to the T. From there, all the way to that pond area. There. Okay. From here, from the farm to here is like 5 miles. And Justin, Dylan's dad, said he would walk it, like walking away from here to there. Walking it? That's quite hectic, right? 5 miles just walking in the desert to get from the shed to back, because he would park everything here, right? So if he drove and put the grain the grain truck in the shed, then he didn't have a vehicle there, if he's doing this all himself. So then he would sometimes walk across back to the farm. That's so hectic. Oh my word. At 19 years old, and he was out there since he was 16. I mean, damn, all he ever wanted to do was farm. So if you are just rolling in, I hope you hit the thumbs up and all that. But basically what I showed you guys was this article right here. And this is how you know Google does listen. And I don't mind. Google better listen to me and give me all the stuff that I want to see, because I've just been looking up swimming suits, swimsuits, swimming costumes, because I want to swim again. Anyway, I was a competitive swimmer in my life. So I'm like, thanks, Decathlon. Thanks for hearing my needs. Okay. So this is the update in case you missed it. It's been confirmed by his family that the FBI has begun examining a number of houses in the Park Valley area of Utah. Okay, so that's why we're looking at this, because, I mean, if you look again at Montello, we've all been very focused, of course, on Lucin and Montello. Lucin and Montello, like this, like, whoa, where, what? And of course, you can see Montello's on the Nevada side and Lucin's on the Utah side. But interestingly, the Park Valley area is where the FBI are looking now. And Chase Venstra, the barefoot man who saw Dylan on the Wednesday and went back into town on the weekend asking for him, he was seen in Ogden, Utah, at a Little Caesars pizza place on Saturday at around 10 p.m. Saturday, May 28th, the same day that Dylan was last heard from at 6:51 a.m. All right. Hey, poolside stream. Poolside stream. A lot of young men like to walk. That's true. It's true. It must have been hot though, huh? Yeah, Chase is high on my suspect radar. Chase for me is still not ruled out, especially when we looked at. If you missed that, please watch my previous episodes on Dylan rounds, especially the initial one, because we looked at all the persons of interest speculatively. I really find Kurt Wadsworth strange, of course, because he made up so much. He made up this hostage situation and led Dylan's family and the police to a house, an unnamed person's house. I don't know whose house that was, but to someone's house to go and look for Dylan, because Kurt said, yeah, they're holding him. I know that they've got him. You need to go there. Who's they? Who's they? And, is they what, like a gang in the area? Are we talking about Chase Venstra by any means? Are we talking about Kurt himself or his brother, or who are we talking about? Actually, he's got two brothers. He's got Troy and Scott. I believe Scott is the SO. So interesting. Yeah, I didn't rule Chase out either. No, me neither. Me neither. No. Ads knowing what I'm thinking creeps me out. It doesn't creep me out. I want ads to know what I'm thinking. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I was talking about the adverts that got picked up here. I mean, here's the article, and it shows me these adverts, and I've literally just been talking about wanting to start swimming again. So I'm like, okay, thanks, Decathlon. So yes, let's hope that they find some answers in the area where they're looking now. Interesting, the whole thing with Kurt, red flag, but Chase, what a dude. How interesting. And the fact that Dylan told his mom that Chase Venstra approached him. He was barefoot. He was all bloodied up, coming out of the desert. Okay, I'm just going to rehash some of this information of Chase if you forgot it. Stumbling out of the desert on a Wednesday afternoon, basically, and just asking, can I use your phone? And then that story also changed a little bit. Apparently, it was like, can I use a phone? But I saw the East Idaho News interview, and Candace said that Chase had actually asked if he can charge his phone. So charge his own phone. So that's interesting. Then he asked Dylan for a ride, and Dylan told his mom, but don't worry, I didn't give him a ride. However, it later turned out that Dylan did, in fact, give him a ride to Montello. I believe it was to Montello. Did give him a ride and So why would he lie? And Candace said herself, why would he lie? Well, because she would have shouted at him, and so would his dad if they knew that he was giving some random man a ride. But it wasn't a random man. Apparently, these people, it's a very small town, they all kind of know each other and they knew of Chase. So it's interesting to me that Dylan decided to give him a ride and lied about it, and that this guy is on the same day, the same day that Dylan goes missing. Later that night, he's seen in Ogden, Utah, which just so happens to be on the way from Lucin Park Valley, is where they're looking now, all the way to Ogden. Very, very interesting. And also, last thing, sorry, this is supposed to be very short. It'll keep it under half an hour, I promise. Also, Chase Venstra was looking for Dylan, asking around for him. Well, you don't have many places to ask. So probably at the Saddle Sore Bar or the Cowboy Saloon over the weekend, and was later seen, I think they said around 7 miles away from Montello, digging in the desert, looking for a bag and saying, where's my children? Where are my children? So he was in a bit of a speculation warning, a speculative psychotic state. He was in a very strange state to be like, 7 miles from Montello, just, let's just say around here, digging in the desert for a bag and asking where his children are. And that call that after he charged his phone, he made a call to his dad. This is not Chase. He was asking his dad, where are my kids? And the dad says, dude, we've been looking for you for 3 days. Your kids are with us. Like, just come home. So that's interesting too, right? What are we saying about beat up? Yeah, the live was very sudden. There weren't even notifications or anything. They are brothers. Who? We're talking about brothers. Yeah, Kurt Wadsworth, Troy Wadsworth, and Scott. I believe those are all the brothers, the Wadsworth family. And then we've got Chase Venstra. Yeah. Accept the cookies. Exactly. Yes, Johnny, accept the cookies. Okay. If it's true about Kurt and Dylan, then I would bet my house Kurt. Yeah, and the thing is, if it's true, if there's any truth in that, okay, in the rumor about Kurt enjoying dressing in drag and inviting young boys to his house, and this is the thing. Candace said that sometimes Dylan stayed in Montello. He didn't always only stay at his farm. Sometimes he stayed in Montello. So I was wondering from the beginning, where did he stay? Like with who and how? But apparently, now this is again alleged. I don't know from what I've heard and read everywhere. Apparently, he stayed in either a trailer provided by Kurt or in Kurt's trailer or something like that. But it had definitely was like a connection to Kurt, which is very interesting. Yeah, multiple people involved possibly. That's what I'm thinking as well. Sarah Adams, I believe you emailed me something. I think it's you. I think I replied. I hope you got my reply then. Okay. Who was on drugs? Who was on drugs? Who was on drugs? Okay, who? Was he on drugs? Who? We're talking about Chase. I mean, he might have been. That's why I say psychotic or high. High AF, yeah. Right? I mean, did he misplace his children? Jeez, what? That's the thing. Where's he like, where's my kids? He phones his dad. Asked Dylan, can I charge my phone? Can I get a ride? Dylan said, no, I didn't give him a ride, but he did. So he charged his phone, helped him charge his phone, and overheard his call. And he managed to tell his mom. Dylan told his mom, whoa, this was so weird. Like he came out of the desert. He was all bloodied up and scratched out. Don't worry, I didn't give him a ride, but did, right? But then also said, and he called his dad and was like, saying like, where are my kids, man? Where are my kids? And they're like, what the hell, dude? Your car and your kids. Your car and your kids are here with us. Come home. That's interesting. And I don't know exactly where home is. Is home in Ogden, Utah? I can't remember that now. Thank you, Double Rainbows. And welcome to all of the new members as well. Thank you all for bringing us informative, amazing content. It's my absolute pleasure. It blows my mind as well. And especially that they're looking in Park Valley now. To me, I don't know, I'm repeating myself, but damn, Kurt, dodgy, red flag. Chase, still. And how does Chase end up in the desert with no shoes, bloodied up, no car either, because he's asking for rides everywhere? So that's the thing. Who drove Chase from Montello to Ogden? That is the question. You know, never mind that Dylan's boots were found behind that mound of dirt 300 yards away. It was initially we said 100 yards, but the dad said 300 yards or so. So yards away from his grain truck. So now, okay, Dylan barefoot, but then Chase is also the barefoot man. I mean, it's just like, wait, what? Why are there all these barefoot people in the desert, right? Dino Days Honda Tuners. That's such a cool name. Thank you for your £2 super sticker. Watching from the UK. Thanks. Thank you for watching from the UK. All right. I can't wait to talk to Chris from the mob crew and tell him, can you believe it? This is where they're looking. I hope he checks this episode out. Park Valley. So that's the latest update. Park Valley. This is the area where they're looking now for Dylan or for clues. Apparently, this is where they're looking. I find that very interesting because it's farmers that would know farmers out here in the desert. You know what I mean? Like all these people attempting to farm in the desert. Yes. But also these ones are actually farming in the desert. So what is it? What's the beef? What's the tea? What's going to happen? Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to do Brian's. And then I replied to you, please do it. Page 1 especially. Please do it. Yes. Actually, I'm going off to page 3 soon. I want it. I'm at Starbucks. Oh, yeah. That's so nice. Yeah, I emailed you back about the handwriting. I want it. I would love handwriting analysis on Brian. If someone is into actually, if you're a professional at analyzing handwriting, of course, yes, please email me. Can you send me the pages? Hell yeah, I can. Could you send me a quick email now so that it's on top to grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com, this one? And if you send it now and say like handwriting, and then I'll reply. I will reply with all the pictures. So exciting. Okay. All right. So you could see the map. Oh my word. So let me remove this. Here I am again. Hello. You got it. Thank you. Okay. So that is the news. That's what we got. Yes. So you guys, what else can I tell you? One more thing, which would be over here. Yes. Okay. I noticed there was a difference in handwriting between the letter to Gabby and the letter to the parents. There was. Yes, there was. Is Grizzly from SA? Yeah, I'm from South Africa. Yes, I am indeed. I'm just going to add my website on here quickly to show you guys 1 second, because a lot of people still ask how to join Patreon. So Patreon is right over here. Okay, everything's here that you need. These are ways to support me. These are ways to connect with me. All that merch. Get your OG merch. It's only going to be sold until the OG merch. I don't think I've got. Oh, yeah, this one. This is limited edition because if you're a subscriber of my channel for the first year, this is year 1. No, we just reached the 1 year milestone. You're an OG. Okay, so get your original Grizzly limited edition merch. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you, you can see me live over here at 5 p.m. Eastern today. I'll be live here on Grizzly Antidote. Okay, right here, the Cult of Jared Leto. That's what we'll be discussing. So in case you wonder where I am today at 5 p.m. Eastern, that's where I am. Okay. We knew it was forged from the start based off how they didn't release the notebook from the start. I need to do a show, but been too busy working. Yeah, we didn't. Forged speculatively, but yeah, the handwriting is interesting. The information is interesting. Never mind that Pat Riley, the Petita lawyer, has said. Oh, sorry, now I'm just like diving into that topic. I'm going to shut up in a moment. Never mind that Pat Riley, the Petita lawyer, said that there's actually an electronic confession as well. I can't wait to see that, to see the differences. Then I'm going to compare them all. So if you haven't yet checked out my video that I've just released now, one more thing before I go. PayPal, thank you. If we add this to the stream, we've got set your reminders here as well on the homepage. Notify me like that. You just literally like click it. Okay, I'm going to notify myself about my own stream. But we've got Case Club and Missing Person Monday. This is every Sunday. This is every Monday. And then if you haven't yet seen this one, Brian's notebook, page 2 analysis and page 1. It's like a literal, I'm deep diving it, okay? 36 minutes on one page. This one is 30 minutes on one page. If you want to see my thoughts and everything, there it is, okay? That's what I released today in case you didn't get it. Okay, Stephanie's asking electronic confession. So it was revealed that there is a second confession. I'll just quickly talk about this. Brian Laundrie, notebook. We have his released pages from the notebook, even though Pat Riley, the Petito attorney, says there's more pages. But he also revealed that there's a second confession and the narrative is slightly different to the one provided in the notebook. That is an electronic confession, so an electronic device. Then There is also Roberta Laundrie's letter to Brian, which said burn after reading, which is interesting. So I talk about that as well in those videos I just showed you. And finally, a few of you guys are sending me that very fake letter, the unaliving oneself letter that he wrote. And you guys are showing me the handwriting and saying it's all different. That was debunked as fake back in the day, from what I remember. So that's not valid from what I remember. The second confession is going to be electronic. Okay. Thank you. Rewatched it. Yes, I love rewatch. I love it when you rewatch it. Watch it and rewatch it. It helps so much. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. Share this episode. I hope you enjoyed today's quick live stream, random, impromptu for me. It's 5 p.m. in the Netherlands. I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is Tuesday, Tea-Spill Tuesday on Grizzly Antidote. So I'll see you guys over there if you are going to join me there live later to talk about Jared Leto and his potential cult. Thank you so much, mods. I know this was very short notice. 5 minutes notice, I'm going live. They're like, what? Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Let's just hide this comment quickly. Thanks for your support, and see you later.